Now that the election is over, one of the biggest foreign policy issues facing President Obama is the relationship between the United States and Israel. During the third presidential debate on foreign affairs, there was a heated exchange on Israel between the two candidates.
First of all, Israel is a true friend. It is our greatest ally in the region. And if Israel is attacked, America will stand with Israel.
We've known each other for many decades.
Governor Mitt Romney repeatedly attacked President Obama, saying that he doesn't support Israel and that he ignored the closest ally of the United States in the Middle East.
You went to the Middle East and you flew to Egypt and to Saudi Arabia and to Turkey and Iraq. And by the way, you skipped Israel, our closest friend in the region. But you went to the other nations. And by the way, they noticed that you skipped Israel.
When I went to Israel as a candidate, I didn't take donors. I didn't attend fundraisers. I went to Yad Vashem, the Holocaust Museum there, to remind myself the nature of evil and why our bond with Israel will be unbreakable.
For Israel, there is no greater threat than the possibility of Iran's possession of nuclear weapons.
A nuclear Iran is a threat to our national security, and it's a threat to Israel's national security. We cannot afford to have a nuclear arms race in the most volatile region of the world.
Thank you very much.
Last September, Netanyahu spoke to the UN General Assembly in New York. President Obama didn't meet with him, which raised discontent among some Jewish Americans. During the Prime Minister's speech, the group Americans for a Safe Israel gathered near 42nd Street to protest and express their fear.
What happens if, God forbid, you have a Palestinian West Bank state that can fire Katyusha rockets into what is Israel's Manhattan? Israel's finished.
Everything is going up in flames. Israel is threatened with nuclear destruction.
Despite the UN's veto on military action against Iran, Netanyahu said that Israel will attack Iran with or without US support if necessary. President Obama's public statements on Israeli security have come under fire from critics. But right after the debate, the countries undertook the largest joint military exercise in their history.
The GOP's accusations toward the Obama administration regarding Israel are being heavily debated by journalists, experts, and politicians.
There is also no shortage of opinion in the streets of New York.
At this point, it's not like a two-way street. I think Israel is getting the most of it, and we're not getting back anything in return. We get just a headache.
Lately, that relationship has been tremendously diminished, has been lost somehow.
I think Obama's just been strong and held Israel to account, and I think when Israel does bad things, I think as the strongest funder and supporter of Israel, America should be confident to say, hang on guys, you shouldn't be doing this.
I think that Obama is, in a way, loosening the ties. However, he's doing it justifiably because he doesn't want Americans around the world trying to rebuild the world. At the same token, I think that we need to do some rebuilding at home, at the USA.
And that is the dilemma President Obama will be facing during his second term, balancing the immediate needs of his domestic policy with the pressing issues of his foreign policy. Liv Berry, NYFA News, New York.